Hello everyone, welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more exciting true crime content. Today we look at a man who liked to go by the alias of the Hulk. Aldo Oringa played a leading role in a Class A drug operation, with accomplices Donna Faulkner and Elliott Best also involved. Huge quantities of cocaine were brought to Sussex from Bexleyheath in London. Initially to Bognor but later to Eastbourne, where Oringa was caught in a police raid. While in Lewes prison on demand, he sent text messages trying to get others to take the blame for him, offering to pay £500. Serving prisoner Oringa, 33, previously of Thorncroft Road in Littlehampton, pleaded guilty to possession with intent to supply cocaine and sending texts from within a prison, and was convicted of being concerned in the supply of cocaine, alongside the others, and also of conspiring to pervert the course of justice. Newlywed mum Miss Faulkner, aged 48, of Garland Square in Tangmere, Chichester, was convicted of being concerned in the supply of cocaine. Mr Best, who was just 19 at the time of his arrest and is now 21, is of Windsor Drive in Rustington. He was also convicted of being concerned in the supply of cocaine. All three appeared at Hove Crown Court today for sentencing. The flat was rented out under the alias of the Hulk. The three were involved in a sophisticated operation that saw large quantities of cocaine brought down from London to the south coast in 2017, the court heard. In June and July that year, police stopped vehicles on the Sussex to Bexleyheath route, seizing almost 1.25 kilograms of cocaine. Later that year, on October the 6th, police raided a flat in Meads Road in Eastbourne just after 6 PM. Prosecutor Peter Walsh said that address was being rented by the defendant. Bruce Banner is the real name of the Hulk in the Marvel Comics universe. As the police arrived at the premises, the defendant ran, escaping out of a window. Officers chased and caught him, seizing 820 grams of cocaine in the process, the court heard. Whilst he was in prison at Lewes, he began arranging for another man to take responsibility for that cocaine. Mr Oringa has a lengthy offending history, including being jailed for 56 months for 11 offences of Class A drug supply in 2012. His defence barrister, Andrea O'Shea, said that Mr Oringa is fully aware of the seriousness of the situation. He told the court about Mr Oringa's tough upbringing in Uganda, where his family members were killed by rebels, and how he followed his father to the UK as a refugee. Next we'll look at Faulkner and Best's lesser roles in the supply chain. Miss Isabel Gillard, representing Miss Faulkner, said that her client was acting out of a need to feed a cocaine addiction. There is no evidence otherwise of that financial benefit. It is a very low level role that the jury has found that she knowingly played. It is a significantly mitigating factor that she herself was addicted to the drug concerned in the conspiracy. She said newlywed Miss Faulkner was a vulnerable personality and her background history that leads her to being vulnerable and persuadable. William Saunders spoke on behalf of 21-year-old Elliott Best, saying that he found out that Miss Faulkner was about to lose her driving licence and offered to help out. Had he known the enormity of what was going on, he probably would have never taken that path. But he did what he did and now has to face the consequences. He cited Mr Best's previous good character and extraordinary naivety, and asked for the minimum possible prison sentence. Judge David Rennie, sentencing the three defendants, said, "You all decided to deny these offences in the face of what I regard as overwhelming evidence. You, Mr Oringa, are in a very different situation from the others because of your previous convictions of high relevance." He described Mr Oringa's criminal record as deeply concerning. The evidence makes it especially clear that multiple trips up and down to London were for the purposes of bringing large quantities of cocaine to the south coast. Judge Rennie said that although police only stopped vehicles on 2 occasions, the other trips were also being used to transport drugs. The supply of Class A drugs is a vile trade. Some people lose their lives and others have their lives destroyed. All of that misery so that some people can make money. This is why only long sentences can be justified. Judge Rennie also paused to commend the police officers who led the investigation. Mr Oringa was jailed for 19 years, Miss Faulkner was jailed for 4 years, and Mr Best was jailed for 3 years. What do you think about this case and the nickname he used, the Hulk or Bruce Banner? Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and a share, and leave any thoughts or suggestions you have in the comments section. We love to read through them all. And if you're new but enjoy UK true crime content, then subscribe to see when our newest video releases. And as always, stay safe.